The Kremlin on Tuesday rejected allegations by the United Nations that Russia may have committed war crimes in Syria last year, saying the UN investigators were in no position to know what is happening on the ground. "We strongly reject these accusations," Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said. "It's obvious that one commission cannot have reliable information of what is happening on the ground." A report released on Monday by a UN commission found that Russia, the Syrian government's main ally against rebels and militants, conducted air strikes on a popular market and a camp for displaced people that killed dozens of civilians in July and August. In both incidents, the Russian Air Force did not direct the attacks at a specific military objective, amounting to the war crime of launching indiscriminate attacks in civilian areas, the report said. Peskov said the report failed to take into account attacks by militant groups, which meant that at the very least the judgments of the Commission were one-sided. "We absolutely do not agree with these statements," he said. The UN report blamed Russia for an airstrike in the city of Marat al-Numan on July 22 when at least 43 civilians were killed. 2 residential buildings and 25 shops were destroyed after at least 2 Russian planes left Hmeimim air base and circled the area, it said. "We have reasonable grounds to believe that these were Russian planes with Russian pilots," said UN Commission panel member Hani Megali. Monday's report covered the period from July 2019 to mid-January 2020. Since December, around 1 million people have been displaced from Syria's northwestern Idlib region as the fighting has escalated, in what the UN says may be the worst humanitarian crisis in 9 years of war. Russia's defense ministry said statements by Turkey and other Western countries regarding the flow of refugees and a humanitarian crisis in the region were groundless, the Interfax news agency reported.